Hello everyone and welcome to the beautiful world of Mountain Blade 2. You just started playing Mountain Blade and need some guidance? Well, here are 20 tips for you. Number 1. Pay attention on how you distribute your points in the character evolution. When you first start the game, it's very important to distribute your points wisely. I would suggest you to focus on exactly what you like and spend the points on a couple of the most important traits in the game. I personally choose trading, bow or sword, steward, leadership or medicine. All of the others are super important too. These are just my main picks. And one more tip, don't allocate all of the points on every single trait. This won't really help you. Number 2. Choose any faction you want. Many people suggest that you should choose Botania as a starter or Crusades. However, if you want to have fun in this game, all of the factions are okay. Play for fun, and as long as you will be in a faction and you will become good at the game, then that faction will make progress. You are way better than any AI in this game. Trust me, you will make a difference. Number 3. Select one or two types of weapons that you want to be good at and develop it further. It's gonna help you a lot in the late game, but I would suggest you to only focus on two of them. You can go with the bow, crossbow or one or two-handed weapons. Then use these weapons in combat to grow its skills and level up. You will level up very fast. When you first start the game, make sure you have equipped the weapon that you like, but besides that, get a bow and as many sets of arrows you can in the available slots. Now, this is just a personal tip. It just usually happens at the beginning that looters will try to hunt you down, and it's hard to take them out with the sword. You're being exposed to danger, so just get on your horse and use your arrows to kill them from the distance. It's gonna help you so much in the beginning because it's just very frustrating just going over and over again, rebuilding your army, going bankrupt again and all of that. Tip number 5. Don't spend your money on mercenaries when you first start the game. Try to create a party that's made out of recruits, people that you recruit and you can grow further. They are cheaper and yes, they are less effective in the beginning, but once your recruits reach tier 3-4, they will outtake most of the mercenary troops. If you like infantry, then just go recruit some empire units, and by fighting battles, easily upgrade them. They only require money and experience besides cavalry that usually requires a war mount in order to progress. Number 6. If you don't know how to make money or you are stuck at the point when you first start out, try to complete as many quests as possible. You will get coins to build up your army, and in some cases influence and renown points, which will help you further. There are so many ways of making money in this game. I actually have a separate video that will teach you step by step on how to do so, link is in bio. But the main ways are winning tournaments, hunting down lord parties, trading, caravans and many more. Number 7. Get married and try to have kids as soon as possible. This is optional if you have turned off the option to never die of age in this game. However, I would suggest you to turn that option on due to the fact that it makes the game more interesting. You can expand your family as much as you would like, there are no limits, where on the other side with companions, you only have a limit number, so choose them wisely. I also have a tutorial on how to do this on my channel, link in bio. Basically, you mainly start having kids by spending a couple of days with your spouse in a town. Number 8. Hire and use companions that have better skills than you do. Remember the first tip on this video where you can't grow all of the skills? Well, we have a solution for this as well, and that's companions that have a great skill that you're looking for. The main areas that you need to focus on are stewards, medicine, scouting, and engineering. The thing is that you can grow their skills too. Click on parties and make sure to assign there the person that has the most skills for the category. And that's how they will also start getting level up and grow their skills. Number 9. Make sure you have all types of troops in your party or army in order to make your army effective. Place your infantry in the front, archers in the back and cavalry on the sides. This is just a basic strategy, but there are so many other strategies that you can use. Me personally, I just like using horse archers due to the fact that the strongest unit in the game is the Crusade Khan's Guard. You can use it as an archer, infantry and cavalry. They're just great at everything. Number 10. Get to clan tier 2 as soon as possible. Go complete quests, fight looters, bandits and parties or whatever it takes to get Renown. At tier 1 you will be able to join as a mercenary and make some extra income, but at tier 2 you will be able to join as a lord. And once you became a lord, the next probably thing that is going to happen is that you receive a fief, which is usually a castle. Your allies from the same faction already have castles and towns, and so no matter what, the king of the faction will offer the next conquer castle to you, most probably. Well, in battle, make sure that your archers have space and that they have good visibility upon the enemy. Otherwise, they just won't be so effective. Select the archers and make sure to use line formation or loose formation every time in combat. Keep them at a distance all the time. Number 12. Keep an eye out on your movement speed in the overall map. Trust me in this one. It happened so many times to me that I wasn't paying attention or looking to castles or someplace else, and then suddenly an army way bigger than me approached, and the only thing that you can do at that point is to surrender or somehow win it. So when your character is moving, make sure you keep an eye out on what's around. Use the camera not too high but not too low either. You can improve the scouting skill if you want to get a better visibility. Number 13. Make your units faster. In order to move faster on the map, you have two choices. You can either get more cavalry troops or horse archers, or you can go and buy mules and slumter horses to just keep them in your inventory. But make sure you don't buy too many horses, as this is gonna make you move slower by getting a herd penalty. Buy horses in comparison with your army. Number 14. Pay attention on how you siege a castle and use your siege weapons. In order to make this effective, what I usually do is that I build trebuchets or catapults, and because the enemy will destroy it immediately, I just pause the game and put it aside. And then once I have built and stocked 4 siege weapons, pause the game again, place them at their spot, and they will start firing together. Use the Encyclopedia in order to get info about anything that you want to know, and use it to find lords, ladies that you're looking for. This is very important when you first start doing your quests. You might get lost, and so use it. Number 16. Keep an eye out on your expenses. It frequently happens that garrisons or your other parties spend too much money because they recruited too many people. In order to prevent that from happening, you can set how much do you want them to spend on each individual. Just go to unlimited unless you have to. As per example, I like to keep my garrison to a limit but allow infinite budget to my other parties. That's mainly because if a fief is not profitable, well, it doesn't really worth having. I mean, it's all nice and you play the game accordingly and it's yours, but it won't really help you much. Number 17. Use Autoresolve wisely. This is very important due to the fact that when you auto-resolve a battle, your chances of success will be lower than if you would be fighting the actual battle. Or otherwise you might lose important troops or just even lose the battle. Everyone knows that you can't fight every battle, it's really time consuming, but make sure that you fight the important bigger battles and do auto-resolve on the small ones where the chances of winning are way higher. Number 18. Use your influence points wisely in Bannerlord. Earn influence by winning battles, especially against larger enemies' armies or when attacking other factions. Spend your influence to vote on empire issues, make you feel involved in decision making. You can also use influence to command armies in battles easily. Don't spend them in decisions unless you have to. I usually save some influence points for the times where a fief is being allocated by the king to his vassals, and if you're on the list and don't have enough percentage to win it, then just go and simply vote yourself. Allocate 20, 50 or 100 points to get bigger chances. The person with the highest chance will win the fief. Number 19. Only take battles that are in your advantage. Personally, I just like adrenaline's and sometimes avoid this tip, and well, I suffer the consequences. And then I have to rebuild everything again and again. My tip would be to run away from bigger parties and just hunt down smaller parties than yours, but keep an eye out on their troops. Numbers don't really matter all the time, as per example 100 Crusades Khans guards can probably take out 1000 recruits, and by pressing Alt on the Lord, you can see what type of troops they have, and then make the decision if you want to battle or not. Number 20. The last and most important tip would be to save often, usually before any battle. Now, a part of the people consider this as cheating, and I can understand why, and I can agree with it. Partially, but in the beginning stages of the game, especially when you first start out and don't know exactly what's going on, use it. Save your game, and in case you lost the battle, just load your game and try again. But I would suggest you to use this only when you first start the game. Later on, when you get more experience, play the game and face the consequences. And here you have it, guys, 20 tips on Mount & Blade 2. I really hope that this really helped you out. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.